सो फ्रेंड्स, ये एक इमेज है प्रेसिशन की दैट आई हैव attached here. So you can see here one magnet, bar magnet, north and south. Let us draw. This is the south pole, and this is the south pole of the magnet, and upper one is north pole of this magnet. In this diagram you can see there are magnets, north pole and south pole, and one hydrogen atom, you can see it's precessing. This is the way I was trying to explain you all, that this movement is called precession movement. This is the top, and it precesses like this with the frequency omega. So I was talking about vector addition. Suppose vector A is added by vector V, and B is the resultant. So suppose now let us take a vector A, and this is a x plane, this is a y plane, and this is a z plane. So in this, if I want to divide, if I want to split this vector, suppose this angle is theta, so the x component, this yellow component is a cos theta, and this one is a sin theta. Just remember this. I'm going to another slide. Suppose I have a hydrogen atom here, and this hydrogen atom is kept inside the main magnetic. Suppose I am talking about only one hydrogen atom. For simplicity, I am taking only one hydrogen atom. This hydrogen atom is kept in the magnetic field B. So it is aligned, its movement, its magnetic moment is aligned in the main magnetic field. Okay, because of the influence of this magnetic field, this is aligned in the same direction, it's parallel to the main magnetic field. If I apply some force, external force, suppose some energy, if I give some energy, using this energy, this hydrogen atom gains the energy and it flips. This is the main magnetic field, and this hydrogen atom flips from this direction, and it goes to this A point. This magnetic moment, suppose from horizontal it is making angle theta, so this one will be A cos theta, and this one is A sin theta. So these are the two split vectors. To understand the flip, by applying RF wave. What is RF wave? When two sinusoidal waves, this is one sinusoidal wave, and this is another sinusoidal wave. Sorry, two sinusoidal waves propagating with each other from the shift of 90 degree, that is called RF wave. It's an electromagnetic wave. When this RF wave is applied to this hydrogen atom, it flips from the direction of the main magnetic field and it makes an angle theta. So this component is a cos theta and this one is a sin theta. After some time, when we remove this RF, suppose I have removed this RF, now there is no RF, so this vector will try to come to its original position here. Gradually it comes. Since this vector is not a stable vector, this vector, suppose this is a vector, this is a vector, this is a vector, this is a precessing vector. Suppose I have taken a picture, this vector is moving. Suppose early at this point this vector is here, atom is here, this hydrogen atom is here. So this is a precessing vector. Sometimes this vector is here, sometimes this vector is here, sometimes here, 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 this point, and this point, and this point. So at particular instant we have drawn this diagram to understand that from the main magnet this hydrogen atom is shifted, this angle is theta. So if we have applied this RF, it is flipped. If we will remove this RF, this vector will go to its home position again. So now how it will go to its home position, how it will go, it's very interesting. It will go to its home position. Suppose this is a vector, so we will understand how it goes to the home position in two different ways. Suppose this vector projection is this, suppose this is a projection and this is a precessing vector, this vector is precessing, this is a precessing vector, this vector is precessing, like this. It gained some energy. Earlier this vector was here, this vector was here, this vector was here, using the energy this vector was here, and this angle was very less. After some time this vector came to this place and here it started precession. After some time this vector came here, after some time this vector will go here, and here also it is precessing, it is precessing. After some time this vector will go here. So do you remember my point? So this vector is going to its normal position, and after some time this hydrogen vector, this hydrogen atom will align, the magnetic moment will be aligned in the direction of the main magnetic. This is the main magnet and this is the magnetic field due to hydrogen. Suppose this is a small magnet, so it will be aligned. Why it flipped? Because we gave some RF here, it flipped here, and after removing this RF it again came back here. So this relaxation is called a kind of a relaxation, and this flipping is called excitation. From here to here after giving this RF is called excitation, and this is called relaxation. And this phenomena is very complex. So let us understand, let us split this thing. This is the vector A, we applied RF, this vector came here. Suppose we split this vector here, so this vector is the transverse component A cos theta, and this vector is A sin theta. A sin theta. See, this vector and this vector. So to understand the study of this vector A vector, we will try to learn the motion of these two vectors. Okay. So during the relaxation, earlier this vector was here, so its horizontal component was here. After some time this vector came here, so its horizontal component was here, a horizontal component reduced. After some time this vector came here and horizontal component reduced. After some time this vector came here. This is a relaxation phenomena. I am talking about relaxation. Okay, and this horizontal component still reduced. After some times here horizontal component still reduced, and after some time this hydrogen vector is aligned in the direction of its moment is in the direction of main magnetic field. So we can say this hydrogen atom is again aligned in the direction of main magnetic field after removing the RF, and we can see the horizontal components are gradually reducing in the transverse axis. This is the XY plane. Suppose this is the XY plane. So in this plane we can see that horizontal components are decreasing. This is the time when it decreased, the time when it decreased from here to here to here, this time here it came to 0. So this time that it took is called transverse relaxation time. Transverse relaxation time, that is called T2. This time is called transverse relaxation time. And if we are focusing, suppose I am drawing this diagram in this similar page. Suppose this is a vector, and earlier this vector was here. Okay, so now we will study this component. Okay, this component was small. After some time this vector reached here. Okay, so its component became larger, vertical longitudinal component. After some time this vector reached here, and the longitudinal component still increased. After some time this hydrogen vector reached to its main direction, original direction, towards the direction of main magnetic field. Okay, this hydrogen vector B hydrogen, it reached towards the direction. Okay, so this timing, this component you can see here, it increased from 0, it increased to maximum here. So this time is called longitudinal relaxation time. And this is called T1. T1 is longitudinal relaxation time,